Today, we're talking about the number one go-to-market mistake that I see AI founders making. Let's get into it. Hey folks, my name is Bill Masitis, former CMO CRO of Slack, CMO of Zendesk, and SVP of Marketing of Salesforce. In my current role, I serve as a board advisor for a lot of different SaaS and AI companies, and I've started to see something disturbing happening. And that is a lot of AI founders are coming out and creating just incredible products. I'm a huge fan of AI. I love where the industry is going, but I'm seeing a mistake that's being made, and I want to share it with you guys. So the number one mistake that I see AI founders making is they're using a dated go-to-market model. And I see this happen time and time again, where you will have a technical or product founder who really knows their stuff, absolutely knows it from a product perspective, comes out with something very innovative, differentiated. It creates a ton of value. It's a fantastic product. And then what will happen is, normally when you have a hypergrowth company, it's like, hey, we have to scale up our go-to-market quickly. And you'll be like, oh, I want to get someone to lead these teams, maybe a head of sales or a CRO or a CMO. And you kind of reach out there and you'll like, okay, well, we need to find someone that has a lot of experience. And they will bring with them, though, maybe they'll come from, a traditional big enterprise, and they'll bring with them a really dated playbook. Now, I first noticed this. I spent my first 15 years in B2C. And when I came over to B2B on the SaaS side, I noticed that a lot of companies were just using these really dusty 30-year-old playbooks. They would send out press releases. All they would do is run events. They would do outbound sales, top down. They'd have super long deal cycles. They would struggle with brand awareness. And all of that came back to the go-to-market model that they chose. And a lot of times it wasn't even the founders choosing. Again, they were just hiring a person to come in from the sales side, and that's all they knew. They just knew outbound selling, cold calling, coming in from the top, long deal cycles. So what I'm here to tell you is there are better ways to do it. I've been doing go-to-market for some of the fastest growing SaaS and AI companies now. And just as it is absolutely important to kind of nail from a product decision, the architecture, the technology you're using, it is absolutely imperative that you nail the go-to-market model. I've seen really good AI companies come out lately that are using just a bad go-to-market, a very dated go-to-market model, and they're struggling. Their VCs are on them. They're not growing fast enough. When they do have to grow, it's very expensive to grow. This is a crowded market. It's very competitive. You have to differentiate, not just on your product, but on your go-to-market model. And there's been so much innovation that's happened in go-to-market over the last 30 years. You've seen so many new paradigm shifts. You've seen product-led growth, which I'm a huge fan of. You've seen seeding grow, freemium models, ABM targeting into the enterprises, customer nurturing, evangelism, SEO, content marketing. You really have to think about am I bringing in a leader, for these go-to-market teams that has a more modern playbook? Because that's eventually what's going to allow you to scale and scale capital efficiently. I know right now it is easy to raise money and it's good to get that, but you're competing. You're not even competing on a product level, you're competing on a go-to-market level. And the AI companies that I've seen that nail both of them are in such a better position to succeed. So I just wanted to, send out this message to the AI founders out there. Hey, if you're working with a head of sales or a CRO or a CMO, and they're just saying hey, we have to do it this way. We just have to send out press releases and events marketing and do outbound, and that's the only way to grow. I would just say there is a different way. I've done an entire series of videos on product-led growth, everything from freemium to virality loops to content marketing to how to create a brand within the product itself, which is really important. There are different ways to do it. So anyways, hey, as an AI founder, I would just say, look, you've come tremendously far. I love the innovation that's happening at the product level. Put as much focus and attention as you have on the product on the go-to-market side. And I think you're going to be in a great position to succeed for the long run. Thanks for joining SaaS CMO Pro. I'd love to hear from you guys. What are some really innovative go-to-market models you've seen on the AI side? I'll put it in the comments. I read them all below. And thanks again for joining.